Hi, this is the CAD CAM Lessons channel, and in this video, I'll show you how to design a simple part like this in FreeCAD. I want to show you that FreeCAD is an easy program. It's not a complicated tool contrary to what many people write online. Many people have an opinion about FreeCAD based on the version that was available 7 years ago. Back then, FreeCAD was indeed developing. It had many issues, and even when performing simple things, it was unpredictable and often crashed. This has changed significantly now, especially since version FreeCAD 1.0, which came out at the end of 2024, that is, some time ago, and since then, FreeCAD has been constantly developing. It's not like they released version FreeCAD 1.0 and forgot about FreeCAD. Work is continually underway to develop this software. If you want to see what this work looks like, just go to the FreeCAD forum. Everything is documented there, and you can simply see that people are working on it all the time. In this video, I will show you a simple example to briefly demonstrate what 3D modeling in FreeCAD involves. Before we start, just a quick note. You'll find links to my FreeCAD mini-courses in the description. It's also a great way to support the channel. Now, let's get started. I will now switch to FreeCAD and show you how to design a simple part like this. Of course, this is just an example. You can use the method I show you to design other components. Okay, I will close this project and we will start a new project. When FreeCAD starts for the first time, it might launch like this. We set the initial settings here, and we proceed to create a parametric part. Creating 3D models in FreeCAD involves creating a 2D sketch, and based on this 2D sketch, we build the 3D model. We can do this in stages, building an increasingly complex 3D model step by step. In this video, I will show you just this initial stage, where we begin building a 3D model. So we start by clicking the Create Sketch button to create a sketch. And here we select the plane on which we will create the sketch. I select the XY plane, and here I will create the initial outline of the hanger. I select the Create Polyline command and draw the polyline more or less like this. We first create the preliminary outline of our design. As you can see, I'm not focusing heavily on where I click. And now I click the right mouse button twice to finish the polyline drawing command. This line is not horizontal, so I select this line and press the H key. I do the same here. I select the line and press the H key, and I want this line to be vertical, so I select this line and press the V key. Now I would like this line and this line to be equal, therefore I select these two lines and press the E key to apply the constrain equal length here. I will do the same with these lines. Select these two lines, press the E key, and the sketch has gone a little wild here, so I grab this point and move it so that the hanger's outline is correct. Next, I select this line and also press the E key, and I select this line and also press the E key. What we are doing is adding constraints, which means removing degrees of freedom so that the shape and dimensions of this hanger cannot be freely changed. Now I will add dimensions to define the lengths of the individual geometries. We do this by selecting the geometry, pressing the D key, dragging the cursor, clicking the left mouse button, and here I enter the dimension value. I select the next line, and so, step by step, we define the dimensions of the geometry. We still have 4 degrees of freedom here. A few dimensions are missing here. We define the next dimension. Okay, and we still lack 2 degrees of freedom here. I click the right mouse button, grab a geometry. Okay, and here we still need to define the distances. I will do this by selecting this point, pressing the D key, and here I enter 70 as the dimension. And we are still missing the dimension from this point to this point, and here I enter 10 millimeters. I click the right mouse button to end the dimensioning. I close the sketch and create a solid from this sketch with a height of 30 millimeters. We have something like this. Now I switch to the wireframe view and use the Control key to select the edges to which I want to add a round. I select the fillet command, and here I set the radius value to, for example, 10 millimeters. Okay. Next, I use the Control key to select these edges for rounding, and here I enter a radius value of, for example, 4 millimeters. Okay. I switch to the shaded view and we have such a hanger. If you want to change something here, or if the dimensions don't suit you, we go to edit the sketch on which the outline of this hanger was based. And here we will change the dimension slightly. I will do this by deleting this dimension. We removed 1 degree of freedom here, and we need to define the distance between these points. I select this point, press the D key, and here I leave the value at 10. I click the right mouse button to cancel the dimensioning command. And here I will change the length of this dimension to, for example, 90 millimeters. And this dimension here can be changed to, for example, 40. The sketch went a bit haywire here, so we will add one more dimension. I will revert here to the value of 30 millimeters. And so I will delete this dimension here. I select this dimension, press delete, and we will define the distance between these points as 10 millimeters. Okay, and now I change this dimension. I enter 40 and everything works. As you can see, even though a problem occurred, we can solve it very quickly and easily. We made changes in the sketch here. I closed the sketch and the changes were applied to the model. If you want to change something, we simply go to edit the sketch and introduce changes within the sketch. For instance, in this case, I would like to remove this equal length constraint. It is constraint number 28. Therefore, I locate this constraint on the constraint list. Constraint number 28. I right-click delete. The constraint has been removed. I need to define this dimension. Therefore, I select this line, press D, and here I will enter, for example, 50 millimeters, just so this segment of the hanger is a bit longer. I close the sketch and the changes were applied to the model. And now, if you want to change the width, depth of this hanger, we simply edit the operation based on which we created the solid. We enter a new value, click OK, and the changes are applied to the model. So, as you can see, in FreeCAD, we can design these types of components very easily, and based on such a 3D model, you can prepare a program for a 3D printer. That's all for today. Thank you for watching, and please subscribe to this channel.